It's the final quarter and I'd like to welcome Trevor Rumbold, Coordinator Project Delivery at Paddock Shire Council. Trev also plays footy with the Witchy-Proof Narraport Demons. How's the campaign going, Trev, for you personally this year?
A little bit interrupted for me, battling away in the twos and keep rattling the brain a little bit. So I've had a couple of games flicking the magnets around, although last week we didn't have anyone on the bench, so it wasn't a lot of moving to do on the tactical changes, but a bit of a tough day at the office for the boys, looking to bounce back against Charlton this week.
We've got a great opportunity on a podcast to dispel a little bit of a myth here that we're two separate people. I'm Trav and you're Trev, particularly with our colleagues. That sometimes gets lost a little bit. So I know Ben and Harry Mackay, two AFL footballers who are twins, and there's a joke going around that they are indeed the same person, having been in the system for 8 years and never having played on each other, are the same person. Trev and Trav, not the same people. So this is good. This helps us. Can you tell us about the projects that are now underway for Council, now that we are slowly putting the emergency flood response period behind us, which has unfortunately delayed delivery of a number of our business as usual, for want of a better term, projects?
Yeah, that's right, Trav. We unfortunately had to put a few on the back burner over the flood impact. We had to re-sign a lot of the guys that were working on projects, were then all of a sudden helping out road crews and out there dropping down road closed signs on flooded intersections and helping out with the assessments and everything like that. And same with our contractors. We had some working on our streetscape projects that had to go back to Echuca and sandbag and protect their own homes. It's been a bit of a battle, but things starting to get back on track. Most recently, up at Warrenook Lake campsite, we've just completed installing some new power heads up there. So they look a bit strange at the moment. There's a big concrete block poking out of the ground with the power head on top.
Yes.
Sounds a bit odd, but we've actually done that to get them up out of the flood level. And for the odd caravaner who gets a little bit close to them, they'll hit a concrete block rather than our brand new power head. So we've also just begun construction this week, actually, at the Witchy-Proof Caravan Park with the new amenities block there. So both of those projects are being made possible with funding through DECA's Victoria's Great Outdoors program. That's been a great initiative. We've utilised that to revitalise a few of our camping and caravanning locations, especially with the uptick that we're seeing in caravan travel, sort of probably as a result of COVID. A lot of more people hitting the road, and we're just really looking to maximise those offerings that we have around the Shire.
Terrific, and a wonderful segue into a reminder about the visitor grant, which is now open. This competitive grant program is supporting the Victorian tourism industry to deliver high quality information to visitors across the state. So you can apply now for grants of up to $50,000 to create or update visitor servicing strategies. Applications close on Monday, the 19th of June. Grants are also available between $50,000 and $625,000 to support the delivery of major visitor servicing projects. Applications for that one closes on the 3rd of July. Where are we at with the Streetscape program?
Yeah, again, a few more delays with that one due to the flood response, but everything's back on track now. We've got contractors active still in Sea Lake and Donald. Sea Lake, they're moving on to some of the what they're calling greening best street infrastructure. So there's some support stands going in for grapevines to grow along to add a bit of shade to the footpaths, and also they're just finalising some of the underground works in Apex Park so that they can come through and do the new landscaping there with some fresh turf. Also working on the new street furniture to go in place. So that's all ticking along pretty well. Friday, there'll be a bit more work in Donald with construction starting of a new shade sail to go over the skate park there. So that's been a long-standing request to get a bit more comfort during summer for the riders and skaters there. So we'll be looking to move on and sort of keep progressing with all the works. It's been great to see the outcomes at Burgess, Witchy-Proof and Charlton as they've been completed sort of post the flood works. And also we're actually kicking off this week with the much anticipated Play Spaces project. So we've got some new playgrounds going into 5 of the playgrounds around the Shire, and the idea is that each one of those will be a bit of a unique offering. So encouraging not only tourists to be able to utilise the parks, but also a bit of inter-Shire travel. So if you wanted to head over to Birchip and get a vanilla slice from Sharp's Bakery, you can head across and enjoy a unique playground over there that's going to be completely different if you head to Bakery on Broadway in Witchy or Shearers over in Donald. Each place will have a little bit of a different feel and a different offering. And that one, we've had a lot of help for funding through DJPR, their Regional Infrastructure Fund, and Regional Development Victoria assisting that with the management of that grant, have been very, very understanding through the flood process with the delays there and helping us get things back on track.
Terrific. You seem to have the bakeries cornered, Trev. That's really good. That's really strong. For small business owners too, if you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, Business Victoria Partners in Wellbeing Helpline is a free and confidential service for small business owners and their employees. You can get support from trained wellbeing coaches, financial counsellors, and business advisors, as well as information in languages other than English. 1300 375 330 is what you need to call, or visit their website to connect to their live chat and send an inquiry or make a referral as well. So check out the Business Victoria Partners in Wellbeing Helpline. Trevor, we've edged past the flood response. What's in the pipeline going forward that we haven't touched on our way through today?
Yeah, speaking of pipeline, we sort of jumped straight out of the flood response and went straight into budget prep. So
yes,
sort of no rest for the wicked there for a while.
There is not.
You'll be able to, anyone out there who's interested, log on and have a look at the draft budget, which should be on the website there for next year, and you'll see some of the projects that we're looking to continue on working through for the next financial year, which is coming around very quickly. But as the project managers got back to work as usual, they've been able to continue to finalise designs and get some procurement happening. And we're not too far off some awards for some works coming up for replacement and upgrades of sections of footpaths and crossovers throughout the Shire. So we're looking to hit all the towns that are in need of some dire replacement and upgrades there, with the idea that we'll be following some new standards, increasing the width of our primary footpaths to make sure they're better accessible, as well as the crossovers and everything, making sure that they're up to standard to make the ease of access for people with wheelchairs and mobility scooters a lot better. So those works, we'll be looking to kick off later on in the year, as well as some repairs, improvements to community facilities such as the Litchfield Hall. We're just working through an RFQ there that's looking to finally get some insulation and cladding onto the inside of the building so that it's a bit more usable in summer and winter. And then also some lighting upgrades around the towns, and also some important tourist infrastructure that we're looking to put into place at the Witchy Proof Wetlands Precinct. So that's a new sort of destination that we've been able to slowly start creating within the Shire. So sort of ties in well with the caravan park there. So looking to sort of increase the offering at the caravan park, which will be well complemented by the cabins project. So if you haven't heard about that one, we're looking to install cabins at all of our caravan park and campsites across the Shire. So that's another one with some extra help from our funders at state and federal level. So again, none of these projects can really go ahead without that support. And that one will be a great boost for the tourism offering across the Shire, and also some short-term accommodation for seasonal workers as well. So that's a pretty exciting one to keep an eye out for.
Thanks for the comprehensive wrap-up, Trev. Now, are you on the magnets today, or are you on field?
No, I'll be hanging on to the board again this week. We've got the bye the following week, so just nice chance to get cherry ripe before the late run home, so we don't have another break for the rest of the year. Try to get this old body through 7 or 8 games in a row, with hopefully finals at the end of it. So we'll see how we go.
Best of luck, and thanks for joining us today on the Paddock the Goals.
Cheers, Trevor.
For those people who have not reached out for support, visit agriculture.vic.gov.au/floods. The following grants have been extended until the 13th of July 2023. The Primary Producer Flood Recovery Grant, Rural Landholder Grant, Flood Recovery Transport Support Program, and Primary Producer Flood Recovery Concessional Loan. The Rural Financial Counselling Service is available to assist primary producers to understand and apply for flood and storm support. Primary producers can contact their local RFCS on 1300 771 741. More information is available at Rural Finance by searching for www.ruralfinance.com.au or by calling 1-800-260-425. Also, reach out to your water authority. For those who have been flood affected, you may be eligible for rebates. A list of other grants and support networks are available at www.beloc.vic.gov.au/funding available for those affected by flooding. And thank you to the North Central League and good luck to all teams today. A special thanks to our Emergency Management Victoria for their wonderful support of this podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the podcast. Keep a lookout in your local papers, Footy Recorder, social media, and on Council's website for more information about future episodes. We will transcribe a summary of today's podcast and make it available in print form. If you'd like a copy, reach out to us next week by calling customer service on 1300 520 520. Have a happy and safe King's Birthday weekend.